list of some of the trending technologies for today. Each one of these will have projects that need implementing, and somebody has to be the person in charge of those projects. Anytime there's new technology, you can count on new projects, and new projects mean more project managers. Then all you need to do is watch the news to realize how many projects are happening all over the world. Someone must manage those projects, and that person is the project manager. Gartner predicted that by 2014 there'd be more than 70 billion mobile application downloads each year. Each one of those application downloads will be managed. Somebody's over that. Facebook is by far the most downloaded app. And somebody has designed Facebook and made it happen, right? It was a project. As of March 2017, Android users could download 2.8 million different apps. Apple users, 2.2 million. Each one of those apps was a project. So how can you determine if a project is a project or just simply part of the business operations? Well, a project has a unique purpose. It's designed to accomplish a specific thing. It's temporary. It has a starting date and an ending date. Okay, so it doesn't last ongoing like a regular organizational process would. It drives change and enables value creation, so you create a value in something. It's developed by using progressive elaboration. You get more and more details as you work through it, okay? It requires resources, often from different areas. Should have a primary customer or sponsor, that person is paying and funding it and telling you what they want, right? And it involves uncertainty. In other words, risk, okay? There are risks to it. Project managers work with project sponsors, teams, and other people who are involved in a project to achieve the goals. So let's get into the nuts and bolts of project management. When you manage a project, there are 3 constraints that you must keep in control of, or they can easily spiral out of control. One is the scope. It happens more times than not. Someone, a sponsor, a customer, whomever, will decide to add or change something in the project. This is called a change in scope. The problem is that usually when you make a change in scope, that will also change the cost and the time frame. So be careful. Most people will not like the idea of the other 2 things, the time and the cost, to change or increase. So when you change the scope, you better investigate what the changes will happen to the other 2 constraints. So, what is project management? Project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet project requirements. That's from the PMBOK, the 2017 version. Project managers are the people, and they try to meet the triple constraint. In other words, scope, time, and cost goals. There are certain goals with that project you want to get done with a certain amount of work done within a certain period of time and to cost a certain amount, okay? And also facilitate the entire process to meet the needs and expectations of the stakeholders. All right, this is a nice little slide because it kind of gives you a high-level picture of project management. It's called the Project Management Framework. So here are your stakeholders and all their needs and expectations, right? And we have to pull that project, their needs and expectations, through to the other end where you finish your project. It becomes successful. The problem is you have these 10 knowledge areas, and we're going to learn about each one of these knowledge areas as we progress through this course. And you're going to learn about resource management, scope management, schedule management, and all these work together, and they call that project integration management. You integrate all these knowledge areas together. You use certain tools and techniques that are approved by the PMBOK or project management processes, and then you have your successful project, and it's part of a project portfolio, which is where all your little projects are stored. And of course, all of them together hopefully means you have an enterprise that actually has success. That's the idea. All right, that's it for part 2, and I'll be making another video for part 3. See you there.